Hi, besties. Quick question for you. What are you doing? Like, seriously, what are you doing? We're almost 3 months into the year. Have you done anything for yourself? If you can't think of the answer to the question, then we need to get your life together. But don't worry, because your online bestie is here and I got you. Before I start this podcast, I would first like to thank all of you guys for continuing to support me and listening to me. It means the world. And if you want to keep hearing from me and you love my advice, then please, if you're on Spotify, rate and review. And if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe so I can keep giving you guys this bestie advice and we can grow together. Okay, besties, it is time for some tough love, all right? I feel like I've been way too nice to you guys, and for me personally, the best type of discipline for me is when it comes to tough love. All right, I was raised by an Asian mother, and all I got was tough love. It was just words after words of just hate. Okay, not hate, but like seriously, like she was so truthful with me. She would always get mad at me. She would yell at me. And it's time for me to give you guys some of that tough love, some of that Asian mama tough love. Something that irritates me so much is lazy people who complain about their life. I get too many comments all the time of people being like, oh my God, you can only do this because you're pretty, or you can only do this because you have money, and oh my God, I want this body, but I don't want to go to the gym. I'm so lazy. I can't do this. I can't do that. You are just telling the universe that whatever is going on with you right now, the life that you have right now, that's all you can do. And that's it. Because by you complaining, you're showing the world that, hey, I'm upset about it, but I can't do anything about it and I'm not going to do anything about it. And isn't that such a terrible life to live? Like, you have so much of your life to live and you just decided, this is it for me. This is all I can do. I can't do any better because I can't, because it's just impossible for me. I'm going to tell you right now that it's not impossible. If you have time to sit down and complain about your life, then you have the time to change it. If you are not happy with your life and you want change, then you have to do something about it. It's not easy, but that's the only way you're going to be able to be proud of yourself and be happy with the life that you're living. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I will get really overwhelmed with all the work that I have to do, and some days I literally just want to rot in bed and do nothing. And if I had it my way, I would just like literally live my life not working at all, spend all my money, and literally just not give a care in the world and just watch TV, whatever. But I know that that's not the life I actually want. And if I think of like the dream version of my life, she's not doing that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually work and challenge myself so I can be the person that I would look up to. Whenever I do feel overwhelmed and I'm like, okay, you know what? I need a day in bed. That's fine, but I give myself like 1 or 2 days to do that. And then the next day I'm like, it's time to work. If you just keep complaining about your life while sitting in bed, do you think that's going to like do anything? That's not going to help you at all. You're not going to get any closer to your goal if you're literally just in bed doing nothing. Is it easy to stay in your bed and do nothing? Yes. But do you feel fulfilled doing that? I don't think so. I don't feel fulfilled when I'm just in bed all the time. Before I changed my mindset on this, and when I used to just literally, like, if I felt upset about something, literally just spent the week in bed, you know what happened? I gained weight. I lost all motivation. I didn't make any money. I had no goals, no purpose. I was always sad. But then when I decided I'm going to change my life around and discipline myself, that is when my mental health got so much better. I am now closer to the body I want. I feel better. I am happier. I am making more money. Life is good. And I know that a lot of people listening are young girls, either in their 20s or going to be in their 20s. And a lot of times I hear like, oh, we're young, we're in our 20s. It's time to have fun, go wild, to go crazy. Well, yes, that's true. You should have fun. But who said that you can only have fun in your 20s? Don't you want to have fun the rest of your life too? And the only way to be able to enjoy life for as long as you can is if you take the time to work too. So yes, you should have fun now and live your life, but also being young is the time where you can work and make mistakes and have all these trial and error, because life too is just all about making mistakes and learning from them. I know people are so scared to do what they want and go for what they want because of failure, but how are you going to know if you're going to be able to achieve it or not? Or how do you know like what is going to be the right path for you if you don't fail a few times? And also, if we just had the answers handed to us all the time, life would be so boring and everybody would just be able to live the same life and all like achieve the same things if it was all handed to us. We need to fail and be down sometimes so when we're happy and having fun, then it's actually good. Because if we are just living the same life and you're constantly having fun, then really, like, what is fun? Because there's no difference. Life is a roller coaster, okay? Because if life was just all one feeling, one way, that is so boring. Like, what is the purpose? If things are not working your way, I am so sorry, and that sucks. But you need to take the time to appreciate that and appreciate that, okay, this didn't work out for me, but now I know that this is not my path and it's time for me to find something new. I think it's so refreshing whenever you have to start new and it like have like this blank slate, especially when you're young. This is when you can do that. The first step you need to take to get your life together is, first of all, stop complaining, stop feeling sorry for yourself. I assure you, like, you complaining, commenting on other people's videos, commenting on other people's posts, telling people, oh, my life sucks, like, this is why I hate my life. I can assure you no one cares. Like, literally, no one cares. If you want to find someone to help you and that cares, go find a therapist. But even at the end of the day, the only person who can really change your life is when you take the action. Because even if you had a friend that you went to and you're constantly complaining to them and they were like listening to you and giving you advice, they're not going to go home and come up with a list of all the ways that they can help make your life better, because they're going home and coming up with the ways that they're going to make their own life better, all right? And you should also only be comparing your success with yourself, because when you compare your success with other people's, that doesn't make sense because you aren't the same person. I see too many times like, oh, well, this person only was able to do this because they were rich. First of all, do you know that person? I didn't know you knew that person like that. Second of all, what do you want them to do? If I were rich and I came from money and had everything handed to me, I'm not going to listen to you complain about me being rich and be like, oh my God, I feel so bad for you. Let me go and give you all my money so I'm poor and now you're rich, okay? People are not nice like that. Or if you see someone who's really pretty, like a celebrity, and you're like, oh, well, they're only pretty because they got work done to them. Okay? If that's the only way you think, then go get work done yourself. Make the money and get work done. Or if you don't agree with that, you don't want to get your work done, that's not the only way to be beautiful. Figure out how to do your makeup, hair care, skin care. Like, if there's only one absolute way to achieve things, don't you think everybody would be doing it? Everybody is on their own path. People might be able to achieve things faster based on whatever they have going on, but that's their life. That's not your life. Focus on yourself. If you're focusing on other people, you're not going to achieve what you want because you're too busy thinking about other people. Truthfully, sorry, but life is unfair. Yeah, maybe someone can achieve something that you wanted faster because of their connections, because of their money, whatever. That's unfair. That sucks. Sorry. So find a way for yourself to be able to achieve that too. You have to make your own path in life. That's how life is. So either do it or stop complaining and just live your own life. And you don't want to put in the work, then just stay where you are. When you start comparing yourself to yourself, you will realize how much you've done in life and how much you've progressed. Like when I started comparing myself only to like past me, I'm like, wow, I really have grown a lot. I am now the person that my younger self looks up to. And another reason why you should not compare yourself with other people is because you don't know what goes on behind the scenes, okay? Obviously, people are only just talking about their successes and all of that, but at the end of the day, you don't know, like, are they happy? You know? It's not good to compare yourself with other people if you don't know their full story. And instead of being jealous of other people's success, because that's gross, jealousy is not cute, you should be happy for them, because being happy for other people only makes you feel better. If you're just upset that other people are doing well, that's obviously going to make you more upset. That's just how it works. That's how feelings work, right? And think about like when you succeed in something, wouldn't you want people to celebrate you and celebrate with you? So if you're constantly just like upset and petty when other people do well, no one's going to want to celebrate with you because people are going to be like, ew, this person is gross. All they do is be jealous and no one's going to be happy for you. Whatever your dream version of yourself is and whatever you have to do to get there, it's not going to be easy, all right? The things that we need to do that are good for us are usually things that we wouldn't like eating healthy, going to the gym and working out, studying and working. I don't know about you guys, but I hate doing those things. Growing up, I would never choose to work out. I would never choose to study. I would just want to like binge watch Teen Wolf on my computer and literally lay in bed and eat chips all day. And my favorite food is hamburgers. So obviously, like, that's what I would want to do. But long term wise, like, is that good for me? No. So instead, I replace those things. I replace watching TV shows with listening to podcasts, reading a book, eating hamburgers all the time with, a salad with, I make this like alternative hamburger, like healthy hamburger where I put like ground beef, lettuce, onions, all of this. It's literally just like a burger out of bread. That's besides the point. I replace all of those things. I'll treat myself once in a while, let myself watch a show, let myself eat that hamburger. But most of the time, I am disciplined and doing things that are good for me because that is the dream version of myself that I want. Things like that in the moment, it's not fun. But long term, that is what's going to make you happier. Because even think about it, like, let's say I do eat that hamburger. Most of the time, if I'm eating a hamburger all the time, I am not going to feel good about myself afterwards. I'm going to feel disgusting. I'm going to feel full. I'm going to feel greasy. I'm going to break out. But when you're eating healthy, in the moment, maybe it's not as good. But afterwards, you're like, oh, okay, I have energy. I feel happier. And even like with working out, it's proven that exercise helps with your mental health. Once you make this a routine in your life, you're gonna learn to accept it and appreciate it and enjoy it more. I used to really dread going to the gym. I used to really dread working out. So I would find alternatives to make working out more fun, like going to different workout classes. Then I made like going to the gym a routine and like finding workouts that I actually enjoy a routine. So now I kind of like am okay with going to the gym. I can get up in the morning and go to the gym, and afterwards I feel amazing. Something that is really, really helpful for me to make sure that I do these things throughout my day is making a schedule. I am someone who I can be very lazy, okay? I can, and I can be super unproductive. I procrastinate a lot. So something that has helped me like just get myself together is a schedule and writing down what I need to do in the day. But not just writing down a list of what I need to do in the day. I write down the exact times of what I'm doing everything. Like literally from start to finish, the smallest things I'm writing down. Like 7 to 7:30 I'm eating breakfast. 8 to 9 I'm going to the gym. Like stuff like that. And like even like the smallest thing, like, and I'll add things that I know are good for me and add them into my schedule. Like let's say like 12 to 12:30, let me read a book. 12:30 to 1, let me listen to a podcast because I know those things are good for me and I want to add them into my schedule. So by doing that, I make sure I get those things done in my day, and you need to stick to those times because once you are off those times, obviously like things will get pushed back and you end up won't like doing everything. So stick to those times. It literally has changed my productivity level so much. If you are someone who procrastinates a lot and it's hard for you to get things done, do that. And things that may take a lot more energy for me to get done, I split up within like the week. So like let's say I have a huge homework assignment, like a paper that I have to do, I'll split it up like 30 minutes to an hour every day of that week until I get it done. And it makes it 10 times easier. Another thing that really helps me with productivity and everything is the way you start your day off, because the way you start your day off kind of sets the tone for how much you're going to be able to get done and how you feel, obviously. So I really like to wake up early in the morning. I wake up at around like 7 or 8, depending on how much sleep I get. I wake up early so I am able to like have a slower start in the morning so I can like, journal, eat breakfast, and get myself going mentally. I like going to the gym in the morning because once I get that done out of the way, like I feel so productive because I'm like, oh my God, I already went to the gym, slay. So I can do everything else. I go to the gym, I come home, I get ready. I find fully getting ready, like hair, makeup, outfit, really helps me get my work done because I feel good about myself and, I will be more just like energized to do work. I will also listen to either like a good inspiring podcast or some like uplifting music to start off my day. And usually like for homework or something, maybe I'll like go outside and go to a coffee shop because once I'm physically outside, it's kind of hard for me not to do work. Like I'm here at a coffee shop, I kind of have to do work. Starting your day off right will really just set everything for you, because I notice the days I am the least productive are the days that I wake up really late and I am just laying in bed on my phone scrolling because I'm already like so down, I'm already so lazy that it's like I don't have the energy to pick myself back up. But whenever you do get like that, because like I said, I'll get like that sometimes, take time in your morning, let yourself reset, make yourself breakfast, whatever. If you don't have time to go to the gym or anything, don't do it. But get changed. Start making your list. Even if it's like late in the afternoon, make your list of things that you can do now. There is no limit to stopping you from achieving what you need to achieve. The only person stopping you is you. No matter where you're at, you can make change and you can take action. It's just at the end of the day, are you willing to do it? Something that I think is so beautiful about the internet is that you have so many options and like you can choose who you follow and who you want to listen to inspire you on different paths that you can go to in your life, because we think we can only reach a certain level of success based on our parents, based on our family, but you can truly achieve so much. I am doing something so different than anybody I went to school with, anybody in my family, because of what I decided by looking at social media and like seeing what I would want to do. Social media is such a big thing, and yes, it can be a negative thing, but it can also be such a positive thing. Even right now, like listening to this, you are choosing to listen to something and like engage with the social media that is more beneficial to you than something that is not. With the power of just one Google search away, you can literally learn anything now. You want to learn how to get clear skin or get prettier by doing your hair or your makeup. You can look that up. Because I see so many comments like, oh, she's only able to do this because she's pretty. Let me tell you, if I woke up looking like this, that would be a blessing. But before I film, I literally spend 2 hours getting ready. I shower, hair, makeup, outfit. Like, I do not wake up looking like this. Obviously, I try to look very presentable for the camera to be more appealing, but it still is a lot of work. And a lot of times when you see all these people who you're so envious of, like these people who are so successful, are so beautiful, have this amazing body, they probably put in so much work into it, but they're probably not showcasing all of that online, because a lot of times we just kind of like to showcase what we achieve and when we get it rather than the struggles and the challenges it takes to get there. But these people are probably like literally working so hard, literally working overtime to be the person that they are. Like, even if you don't even go to school anymore, there are books that you can learn about certain things. There are online courses you can take. There's literally language courses you can take to learn a new language. It is all just about if you are willing to do it or not. I am someone who was so bad at understanding finances and all of that. Like, I did not understand a single thing. Before, I didn't even know what type of card I had with my bank account. Like, I had a debit card. I didn't even know what that was. And I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to gain knowledge on this because making money and my finances is very important to me. So I need to figure out everything and be able to manage my own finances. So I got a book on it. I started listening to all these podcasts about it. I got an accountant who literally helps me with everything. I have meetings with him like almost every month. You can change what you know. You can become a better person. You can become a smarter person if you are putting in the work. And don't tell me you don't have the time, because you do have the time. Okay, we have so much time in our lives that you just need to figure out what you are willing to spend it on. Because sometimes you're saying you don't have the time, but you're using that time to scroll on social media. You could be using that time for something else, right? So before you complain about things in your life, let's go figure it out. Complain about the way you look. Okay, you really don't like it that much? Let's figure out how we can change that. Let's figure out makeup tips. Let's figure out hair tips, whatever. Complain that you're broke. Let's figure out how you can make money. There are so many different ways to make money now. There's ways to make passive income. Complaining about your body. Let's go figure out how we can fix that. Figure out what you need to eat, what type of workouts you need to do. Do something about it. But don't sit there and complain if you're not going to do anything. Okay? If you think where you are, that's it. If you think you can't do anything about it, then just accept it and be happy with it, because that is so miserable if you're going to do nothing about it and be upset about it, because that is your choice to do nothing about it. This is your life, okay? Not anybody else's. I am not living your life for you. Those people you see on social media are not living your life. Your mom is not living your life. Your dad is not living your life. Your friends are not living your life. The only person that is living your life is you. So the only person that can fix it or make it better or improve it is you. Before we end this podcast, I want to take the time to celebrate you all in this new segment I'm doing where I read your personal self growth stories that you have sent in, because I think it's just nice to know that this community is growing and glowing, because that's what being besties are about. So Maury said, I used to use the word friend really openly, but after being ignored, taken advantage of, or just having people being rude to me in general, I began to look closer and find people that truly care for me. Maury, I am so proud of you. It takes a lot of self awareness to know that you're allowing yourself to even be ignored, especially by friends or people that you let into your life. And it is hard to, decide, hey, this person is not good for me and take out that toxic energy. But I am really glad that you are being able to find people who truly care for you because you deserve it. And yeah, I'm just so happy for you. Okay, next one. Amelia sent in. Long story, but I took a long break from my job to travel solo to South Korea. Amelia, that is amazing. That is honestly such a bold move to take a break on your job, but clearly that seems like something you wanted to do and it's what's making you happy, especially traveling the world to South Korea. So I applaud you for that, and just taking time for yourself is honestly so important. I know I always talk about working and discipline, and you seem like you've been doing that, and recognizing taking time for yourself is also a skill. And yeah, I am so happy, and I hope that you are enjoying your trip to South Korea right now. Last one. This one's a long one, but I really do like this one. So Sarah said, so when I was in a very bad mental state, I'd cry every night and I had no friends and I'd be insecure about my body and personality. And I was very close minded in a way that if people had different opinions, I would start an infinite speech. I changed in one summer and I became very open minded. So if I have different opinions than people, I would just accept it and let it be. I had a glow up and I had more friends. I changed my personality and I became very happy and relaxed. It changed my life to just let it be and not care, and I became more extroverted and started giving strangers compliments. So I think that if people want to glow up or be more happy, I think that being self centered is the best decision I've ever made. I worked on my life and I worked on my style because I knew I wanted to change, so I got it, and it was the best choice of my life. Sarah, that is amazing. You were very self aware about being closed minded, and you decided that you wanted to change it. And I love the part where you said that you give compliments to strangers now, because that honestly does really lift up your mood. And obviously, you seem like you had a glow up physically, but not only that, you had a major mental glow up, which I feel like has something to do with the physical and all of that as well. Mental glow up is not easy, especially when you were a closed-minded person, and acknowledging that and saying, hey, this needs to change. That is not easy at all, and a lot of times people don't do that, and sometimes people aren't aware of that. So the fact that you were aware of that and you were able to make the change is amazing, and I'm glad that you are happier now. And thank you so much for sending this in. If you want me to share your personal self-growth story, please comment below or write it in the Q&A section of the Spotify podcast, and I will be happy to share it in my next one, because I just want to celebrate your wins with you. But that is all for today's podcast. I know I was a little bit harsher on that. I was giving tough love. Let me know if you guys kind of like that though, because it was kind of fun for me to get riled up and stuff. But I just want the best for you guys, and I am so proud that you're here and that you made it here today. So I will talk to you guys in the next Reset Sunday. Like I said, don't forget to rate and review or like and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.